On tonight's call, a man camping with his friends in the remote Big Cypress National Preserve encounters a strange, pale old man who gives them a warning they won't soon forget. But as the night continues, voices emerge from the darkness and something happens on that lonely road that leaves them questioning exactly what might be hiding in those woods.
Paranormal Payphone.
Welcome back to Paranormal Payphone, where we always answer after midnight. I'm Steve, and I'm joined here fresh off his appearance on the Ho Train. Brandon, how are we doing?
Choo choo! You're going to get me in so much trouble talking about the Ho Train.
Listen, I didn't say that you were a frequenter of it. You know,
Yeah.
you were a member of. You know,
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Member.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
that's even better.
Yeah, that's even
Yeah.
better. You know,
Yeah,
equal opportunity.
that's right.
2026.
Which we say.
So, how did they get away with that?
I have no clue. They got away with a lot of stuff back then,
They sure did.
but that one, it's up there.
You know, I just hear it in the background, like we're gonna have this man come out with a train of sex workers.
Yeah,
And we're gonna sell kids t-shirts. It's gonna be great.
yeah.
Like
That you got Val Venus. You remember
Val Venus.
You remember Meat?
Was it
Sean. Was it Sean Stasiak?
Val Venus just wrestled.
Yes. Looked awful.
Looked awful.
I was very scared of him when I
Yeah.
saw him.
You know, here's the thing. As a kid, when he would shake that towel, I'd be like, nah, I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
And now, as an old man, he started shaking that towel, and I was still like, oh gosh, no. What are we doing?
Yeah, at least he was built then.
Yeah.
You know, now I want him to put a shirt on.
Yeah.
If Father Time gets us all
Undefeated.
undefeated,
Father Time's
yeah,
undefeated.
yeah.
You know?
But with that, the Meat one, it's still. Do you remember that character?
Yes, I do remember that.
When he had the thing stuffed
Yeah.
in his time.
Yeah, it's awful.
It
you
is.
know, and we like this is old man no like 101, right?
Yeah,
You go, man, back in my day, this never would have happened. But back in my day,
yeah,
boy, they had a lot of stuff happen.
yeah.
Like none of it made any sense.
Nothing Vince could say and do no wrong.
Nope. And who was going to tell him anything?
Yeah, exactly.
He's just going to do it
Yeah, at a monopoly, really, at one point.
at one point in time.
Yeah.
But I did see a great thing, and it said, you know, at what point in time are we going to get veteran status for our time in the DX Army?
Yeah, I like
I mean, I
it.
put 4 years in.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I think.
Still telling people to suck it.
Hey, do what you got to do.
That's it.
But you know what I really want to do?
What's that?
Get into this phone call.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
This is author N.S. Thorngrave, the Monster Smut King. My paranormal story happened when I was a teenager. I was with my brother and two friends, and we went to a place called Loop Road. Loop Road was part of the Everglades, the Big Cypress National Forest in Florida, and it was close and part of Miccosukee tribal land. When we went, we spent the day camping. We got there in the afternoon, got bitten up by mosquitoes. We're hanging around the campfire, and we started hearing people speak. This road was one way in, one way out. We were surrounded by nothing but wilderness. There shouldn't have been anybody there. We decided that we were going to go for a walk. So we go for a walk. We had a lantern. And as we're walking, we see a gentleman with white hair, pale, just walking down the road, middle of nowhere in the woods. And he looks and he says, "Are you guys here by yourself?" And we're teenagers. I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, you guys be careful. There's a lot of strange things in these woods." And he kept on walking. Well, that freaked us out. And we go back to the campsite and we start hearing more people talking. And we were kind of spooked already, so we decided, you know what, let's just get in the car and go. When we get in the car and we start driving, we see as we're exiting Loop Road, a man being dragged into the woods by his ankles. We all took a moment to make sure we saw the same thing. And we stopped at the nearest gas station. We called the police, tribal police. We saw like 8 or 10 cars go in that direction. To this day, I wasn't sure if it was a paranormal experience or something I actually saw. But 3 other people in the car saw the same thing. All I know is Loop Road in the Everglades was not a place I'd like to go again. This was N.S. Thorngrave.
right, Steve. That was a very interesting story. We got a couple different parts. That was brought to us by the Monster Smut King, N.S. Thorngrave.
Listen, I got a lot of questions about how you get that title in general.
Yeah.
I mean, king, so it's an oligarchy. There was no election that
Right.
took place, but, could have been born into it.
Yeah. If you're into that kind of thing, go check him out. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's a good author. I'm sure it's great material.
I don't know if he's good. I didn't read it, but I mean,
Yeah.
you sound familiar.
I may have dabbled.
There you go. Okay.
When I heard that name, one thing came to my mind.
Okay.
Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago.
Hey, Roman.
I don't know why. When I heard that, I was like, oh, this is Abe Froman.
Sips champagne.
Yeah.
No. That is a wild pull for you to pull
Yeah.
in here in the middle of this thing.
Yeah.
I like Abe Froman. I like the Sausage King. Listen, we got some Chicago ties possibly with this call.
Possibly, yeah.
Let's get a little rundown as to what happened, though. Okay.
Okay.
So they're in this stretch of road called Loop Road, right?
Right.
So it's like what, a 24-mile stretch of the Everglades.
Part of the Everglades ecosystem. It's
Yeah.
not in the Everglades National Park,
Mm-hmm.
but it's in
Pardon me, once again, not a scientist.
the scientists. No, because I got corrected by ChatGPT on this thing. So,
Okay.
Your
Your ChatGPT is rude, man.
Yeah.
It's like, actually.
Yeah, got a little attitude in
Yeah.
there,
So, all right. So it's in the Everglades ecosystem.
There you go.
And it's this 24-mile stretch.
Yeah.
That is known for some pretty wild things. So they're there. They're doing a little camping situation. And they go they're hearing voices.
Yeah.
Take a little walk. And an old man with a lantern says, hey, be careful. There's stuff in these woods.
Are you here by yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think to understand how creepy this place is, you got to understand how isolated they were.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is like 729,000 acres
Okay.
of land
That's
where
a lot of acres.
a lot of acres. And
Yeah.
This is another thing that ChatGPT corrected me on. I was like, oh, how can I compare the Everglades and the Amazon rainforest? And you really can't, because the Amazon is like the size of the continental United States.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So it got me.
Yeah.
But this place, man, it's the size of the state of Rhode Island. So
All right.
it's all protected.
Okay.
So really isolated. You see some random guy, some old man, pale skin, white hair, where no one should be.
Carrying
That's
a
scary.
lantern.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. If I see an old man carrying a lantern, I'm already in the wrong place.
Yes.
Right? Things have already gone drastically wrong in my
Right.
life. The thing that I thought was kind of cool about this is, like, we've met him. He's not like an old gentleman
No.
by any stretch of the imagination. Shouldn't be carrying a lantern. He shouldn't be hanging around with people carrying lanterns,
Right.
So he sees it. They decide to pack up. And as they're leaving out, they're still hearing some voices,
Yeah.
hearing some laughing, some things like that.
Yeah.
And they see someone being drugged by their ankles into the woods.
Yeah. And they all saw it.
They
All
all saw
three
it.
of them saw it.
Yeah.
So it's not like this figment that you're seeing some kind of, what's it called when you're in the desert and you see a mirage.
A mirage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not like that. So they actually all saw it. So they can at least confirm that they saw something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this is a murder.
Listen,
Or-
this very well could be a Scooby-Doo situation where that old man will go ahead. Let's hear it.
I can't do it now.
Okay. All right. So
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
So there it is. All right. Okay. So where they stumbled across something they shouldn't have seen, the
Yeah.
old man's like, hey, how many of you were out here?
Yeah.
And he would have gotten away with it. It hadn't been for those pesky
Yeah.
kids running around,
Old man Smithers.
Yeah. Yeah. He rips off the mask and
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's, like a young Robert De Niro standing
Yeah.
there, the guest star of the show,
Of course.
as you do. And they're getting away with it,
Mhm.
But this area, this Loop Road area, is known for a lot of different things and a lot of different things happening there. It was actually one of the first bootlegging trails in the Florida Everglade ecosystem.
Oh, there you go.
And so there have been numerous reports of old mob timey things happening in that area.
Yeah. Even Al Capone.
Yeah. I mean, this traces all the way back to Gabon, like you said.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
That's insane. Who would have thought that to go to the Everglades to do this stuff?
Well, because they were making it and bringing it in from
Right.
other places. And so this was a stretch that was kind of a scenic route off the main road that would get you back up. So it makes sense that they would use this trail, but along with that comes a lot of the shady business.
Yeah. Also, there's all kinds of things in that area that wants to kill you, eat you anyways.
Yeah.
And then you throw in some shady business. You got panthers, bears, pythons, lots of mosquitoes, apparently.
Lots of mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Are there bears in the Everglades?
I think so. Black bears.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. I watched this documentary and they were looking for a certain creature down there. And they were hanging trail cams high enough so that the bears wouldn't destroy them. That's the only way I know that there are bears.
I'm going to be honest with you. The idea of a panther
Yeah.
terrifies me.
Yeah.
Like, I think that might be the worst way to go.
You think?
Yeah. Because they're just going to come at you so quick. You're
You're not going to know.
You're not going to know.
Yeah.
You know, actually, that was my game plan. Because I always thought that if you think about it, like, you can leave a legacy, but it's all about like what people say, right? How that goes. So my game plan, if life didn't work out, was go get mauled by a cougar.
Okay.
You know, and so that way, when like you go to like the family reunions or like school reunions, and they're like, "Oh, what's going on?" Oh, you know, became a dentist. My kid's in college. Like, what happened to Steve? Oh, he's mauled to death by a cougar.
Yeah.
You live forever. Like that's going to go on forever, right?
And you don't mean the cougars down at Cotton Eye Joe, do you?
No, I mean, no, but could also be some Florida, you know? So, I mean, here's the thing.
Yeah.
But no, so in this Loop Road area, they have people seeing different old mob cars driving, people walking through the woods in old wool suits, disembodied voices, children laughing, things like that happening all throughout those woods.
Yeah. Lights.
Yeah.
Just appearing out there. And also, it's the home of the Florida Bigfoot, the skunk ape.
You'll see. And that takes us to the other point.
Yeah.
Nobody saw what was dragging that guy in there.
Yeah. What if it was a skunk ape dragging that old man that they saw?
Could have been.
Yeah.
What if it was a skunk ape just in general? Like, that's good enough for me,
Good enough.
right?
Yeah.
So when we talk about some of these spirits, we talk about the ones that are just living in that perpetual state of reliving things. Being from the Chicagoland area, there were a couple other mob sites that we frequented and visited to try to see if we ever saw anything.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the stuff, when I looked at Loop Road and I looked at a lot of the different things that would happen there, sounded very similar to a lot of the roads up in Chicago that we visited as well.
That's wild.
Where you would see old-timey cars pulling into houses that aren't there. You would hear voices and see different lights and spirits and things running around, right? You would have all these different like old occurrences where it seemed like they were reliving that same moment. So what they saw, they could have been seeing that instance, something reliving that moment over and over again. Could have been a skunk ape. Could have been a murder.
Yeah.
You know, and here's the thing. If you see a skunk ape or you see a spirit trapped in a perpetual state, you call 615-431-9003 and tell us on the Paranormal Payphone. If you see a murder, don't call the payphone.
Don't call us.
All right.
Yeah.
You have other places you probably need to call. You know, let's start 911. You know, that's a good
starting point.
That's a good starting point, you know. But don't call the payphone because we're not here for that, right?
No.
So actually one of the roads that we went to and we visited there, we followed it down. We were looking and the story was that if you traveled far enough down this road, you would be sideswiped by a 1940s car on a chase. And it would just like flash right through you.
That's so wild. It sounds like, have you ever heard of the stone tape theory?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where like something traumatic or major happened and it's almost like it's a supernatural recording of things.
Yeah.
And it's like in that perpetual loop and it would just, that recurrence over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's.
So we drove down this road till we couldn't drive any further. Then we pulled into this dark giant house's driveway. to where we were greeted by several men in an Escalade wearing suits to let us know that we had turned on the wrong driveway and we should go back the other way. And I said, I think that sounds like a fantastic idea, gentlemen. I'll see you guys later.
Holy crap, man.
So a lot of these things and a lot of those old roads and those old mob things, may still be active.
Yeah.
And so they could have seen something that they weren't supposed to see.
Yeah. That's insane. What if do you think that guy was a real human, like a local, just out walking? It seems like a weird place to be walking down where you have to keep your head on a swivel because there are things that want to kill you and eat you in there.
Yeah, but I mean, if that's where you live and that's where you grew up, like you wouldn't think twice about it, right?
Yeah, but you think people live in there?
I would imagine so. Like, why wouldn't they?
I didn't know if there was a urban development in the Big Cypress Preserve.
There could be.
It could be. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
I'm not a scientist. I'm not a real estate developer.
Yeah.
So you mentioned the stone tape theory. Do you know where that came from? Because this is a crazy story.
I do not. Enlighten me.
So there was an old bar in England that was built and people were hearing conversations while they were in there. And so what they found out is in that bar, the bricks that actually made up the bar contained a lot of the same material that recording tape was made of. And so what happened is when they put it up and the bricks were hot, they were actually recording the conversations that were happening in the bar in the early 1800s. And like, if you got the right conditions in there, you could hear people talking all around you.
That's so wild.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And so it's cool. Like that is one of like the cool debunking things is like this like haunted bar. And it's like, well, it's not really haunted, but it is cool.
Yeah.
It is cool. It is still cool.
Yeah. Another cool thing about this that you could let your mind go down is for centuries, there's been a bunch of, or the Miccosukee, he mentioned the Miccosukee tribe.
Yeah.
The indigenous tribes, they have stories
of
hairy creatures and things that don't fit our narrative, our logic. Like you out in the out west, you have like the skinwalkers, that type of stuff. I don't think it mentions any of that. And like the Seminoles or Seminole tribe and the Miccosukee, I have trouble with that word.
Yeah.
But it could be something like that. Maybe the skunk ape's been in their lore forever.
Well, that's true. I mean, he mentions calling the cops, and they were reservation cops that actually did come up, which I have two longstanding rules, which is don't mess on Native American land ever.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to follow the same rules as me. And so I always like to keep myself as far out of there. Like I'm causing a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
you are a troublemaker.
Like I just think one day I'm going to spiral at a casino and end up in a bad way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's going to happen there.
I'm learning so much about you.
What happened to Steve? Did he get mauled to death by a cougar?
Yeah.
No, he got trouble playing blackjack out in Arizona.
Yeah.
Got mixed up with the Miccosukee tribe.
You don't want to get cross with them.
Listen, I'm trying not to.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything that has tribe in it, I don't want to bother.
Listen, you get yourself into trouble.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay out of that.
Yeah.
You know, what else do you got on Loop Road?
Well, there are some alleged government conspiracies, like that there may be some underground labs there. There's been some mentioning about UFOs and things there. So I go back to my thing with the skunk ape. Could the skunk ape be a government creation?
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
It could,
Yeah.
Like, so here at this point, we got different branches of Bigfoot, you know?
Yeah.
So the skunk ape sounds to me like he would be a Marine.
Yeah.
You know, like not quite Navy, you know, kind of in that mix, you know? So we're going to go with Marine for him, you know?
That documentary I was mentioning talked about the skunk ape, and it said that you have to look up in the trees. You know, like when we were in the Smoky Mountains and we saw that nest kind of area, that they will build their nest up high in the trees. Yeah. So I thought that was kind of wild. They could have 4, 5, 6 toes. Talks about how big their feet are too, which I'm kind of offended by.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, 15 to 20 inch range. I fit right in there.
Yeah. No,
it could have been me.
That's right. Well, you know, here's the deal.
I am missing that middle toe.
I you smell a little skunky right now,
Yeah.
just in general. So I was imagining, I was like, this might be an ape, you know?
That was one thing when I was trying to look up like some comparatives, trying like the West Coast Bigfoot or the ones in Ohio, was talking about the the rotten smell, like how bad these things smell. I thought all of them smell bad. Can you imagine how bad this one has to be called a skunk ape?
Like, you live in a swamp.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be great, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Muggy.
It's muggy.
Yeah.
You know, people are carrying lanterns. Like, it tells you, like, this is not exactly the great place to be.
Yeah.
You know? The skunk ape is one of those ones that, because that Florida Everglades to really Louisiana is really kind of where it kind of travels.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where that legend really lives.
Yeah.
And from all encounters and all things, there's not very many positive interactions.
Yeah.
Like that area, they tend to be a little hot. Like they come at you a little hot. There's not a lot of friendly encounters, you know?
Yeah. I got a question for you.
Okay.
Would you rather spend the night in the Everglades, you're in a tent, knowing that there is a skunk ape just outside your tent all night? You can't leave until morning. Or there's a completely normal looking old dude, as described in the story, just appearing different places all over your campsite.
I'm gonna go with skunk ape. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah. Yeah. That old man weirds me out. I don't like I don't like the way he just appeared in the story. I don't like that at all, you know?
In my head, I've got like which one is it? Rick or Morty? The one that's got the scientist on there. Is that one of the?
That'd be Rick. Yeah.
That's Rick.
Yeah.
That's what I think is walking down.
That's what you're picturing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm picturing like like one of the dudes off of like Yellowstone walking around.
Okay.
And just being like, boys out here alone. No. There's 30 of us back there. Big ones too.
Yeah. Squirrel like a pig.
I don't need any of that going on.
No, thank you.
Know?
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. I would be okay with the skunk ape because I feel like he knows that my respect for Swamp Thing.
Okay.
You know, he'll know my respect for the green, you know. So, you know,
Swamp Thing. I hadn't thought about that in 30 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I love it so much.
I loved it.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I watched an episode a few weeks ago, and I was like, "This still." You know why I watched an episode as I was thinking about it. So Terry Funk guest starred in an episode of Swamp Thing, and he came in riding a horse.
Terry Funk.
His voice. Apparently, his voice was so bad they overdubbed him with somebody else.
Okay, I understand completely.
And like it was like 1980s over, like it was not even close.
Yeah.
And so like he comes up there and they're just like, "Howdy, ma'am, I am here on a horse." And I was like, "Oh, poor Terry Funk. This was his big break."
Yeah. He got back in Roadhouse.
But it was one of those like, in his best day, Terry Funk wasn't an attractive man.
No.
You know, like I was like, how did he even get this role?
A tough dude, though.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worst moonsault professional wrestling.
Yes. I don't know. Did you see that one CM Punk did at SummerSlam?
I feel like he was trying to do a Terry Funk moonsault. To be honest with you, I feel like it was that.
Yeah.
Like, but yes, it was.
Yeah. And Dory just passed away, right? Recently?
Yeah.
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 Way to bring it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. R.I.P. You know, but no, I watched an episode of Swamp Thing because Terry Funk guest starred in it. And I was like, I forgot he was on there. I went back and watched it and I was like, it's still good.
Yeah.
It's still good.
I love that about you.
Yeah.
You never cease to amaze me.
Listen, I love Swamp Thing. It's fantastic. But so we're in there, you know, he's living the night amongst the green in the Everglades, with, like we said, is already meant to kill you. Like there's snakes, spiders, gators, crocodilia.
Yeah.
You know, all over the place.
And he's hearing voices right out the gate in
Right
a place where there should be no one.
Yeah.
And then you see this dude.
Well, and he's staying in an area that should be protected land.
Right.
You know, which leads right into like everything we're talking about with the government conspiracies of like, why is this 7,000 acres protected land?
Yeah.
Like what's going on down here that we have to make sure that we keep separate?
Government conspiracy. What if that's where those missing scientists were taken?
You're putting them out. You're
Allegedly.
tying these alleged scientists to FDR right now. Like, but yeah, I mean, why did we segregate this land and like say, hey, we can't? We're gonna make sure that this is taken care of because of what?
Yeah. It's not because of those pythons.
It's not because of those pythons.
Yeah.
But because of these pythons. That's right.
Way to call back the Hulk Hogan. That's quality.
Oh, so they're down there in the Everglades, Everglades ecosystem. And they are staying the night, hearing these voices, hearing them all around the entire time.
Yeah.
And as they go out, they see something get drug in. Okay. I think they did. This may be the first call that we have what I would consider a reasonable response.
Yes. 100%.
Like, hey, we all saw somebody being drugged into the forest. Let's call somebody.
Yeah. Now.
Yeah. And then the reservation police show up. And who knows what they're going to do from there, right? But at that point, they show up, and that's kind of where the story ends.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I wonder if there's any follow-up on that.
And it's one of those, I'll be honest with you, I did a little bit of research. I did a little bit of looking into.
Okay.
And the problem with it is there are so many people that come up missing in the Everglades because of the snakes and the spiders and the crocodiles and the alligators and panthers, possibly bears. You know, this is a new breaking development for me. I didn't know there was bears down there.
Yep.
But there's so many people that go missing there that it's the perfect place to get away with something.
It's the perfect crime.
Until those pesky kids.
Yeah, until those... Wasn't for you meddling kids.
Until Donny Osmond.
What was your favorite Scooby-Doo? Since we got that. What was your, like, was it one of those that they had the guest? You know, like Batman and Robin or the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah. I loved all those.
Yeah.
This is terrible. So I loved the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo.
Okay.
It had more than 13 episodes, and there shouldn't have been.
Right.
So Scrappy opened up a treasure chest that was like a Ghostbusters style vault for the worst spirits they've ever collected. Yeah. And, Scrappy's like, and knocks it over, and all these ghosts fall out. And so they go through and collect them one by one, Pokemon style.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, clearly this show is only going to have 13 episodes. It went on for 3 seasons. I was like, clearly there can only be 13, right?
Yeah.
And that was actually my favorite growing up. I like that one for some reason.
It's always the little dogs.
It's always
causing the problems.
You know what? A lot of bark.
Yeah.
A lot of bark.
A lot of bark. Always getting into trouble.
What about you? Did you like the guest? Did you like the old one? What was it for you?
I like the old ones.
Yeah.
The Batman and Robin. I loved Batman growing up. So anytime I could watch that, the Caped Crusader, Yeah.
Yeah.
So those were my favorite ones. I didn't have a specific favorite episode or season. I just like the older ones better.
Yeah.
When they started changing the voices,
I mean,
they kind of had to,
at a certain point, you know. What about the movies? Did you like the movies?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The were you a big Freddie Prinze guy? Was that the one?
He's a huge wrestling fan.
He is a huge wrestling fan.
Yeah.
He would appreciate my Vince McMahon.
Yes, he would.
Yeah.
Is he on staff with them?
He was for a while, I think. Like he was doing a lot of those interviews and a lot of like the celebrity stuff. So I think he was.
Yeah.
But I think he just does the podcast now.
Yeah. I loved him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I like the old Scooby-Doos. I like the movies. My girls like the movies. And so it's a quality thing because my girls are a little morbid.
Yeah.
They love a good crime show.
Yeah.
But like not anything real, like The Mentalist. Like they love like a wacky, made for TV crime show.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, when Jen was my wife was pregnant with our last child,
Scrappy,
she would watch all of these shows and like I'd be like, who was the killer? And I would just hear like one of my kids be like, it was the electrician. I was like, oh, didn't see that one coming. All right, good.
Yeah, glad you girls are paying attention.
Yeah. I mean, they loved it, so I do think that like they were made for that. And so like the Scooby-Doos are a good little like barrier of entry for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good mystery.
I like a good
Crime
mystery.
solving. Yeah.
Crime solving.
That's what we did tonight.
Yeah,
The
that's
skunk,
right.
The skunk ape
Skunk ape.
drugged the dude off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he got rid of that lantern.
Yeah, he did.
As he should.
Yeah.
You know, what is this,
It's
a Dickens movie?
Yeah.
Like, get out of here.
Also a fire hazard.
Hey, 100%,
Yeah, right?
you know?
Yeah. He's just
So-
protecting the land.
He is.
That's all he's doing.
Maybe Swamp Thing drug him in there.
Maybe.
You
That
know,
could have been.
maybe that old man was Alistair Arcane. He will protect the green.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You know, I love it.
I love it too.
Listen, I think that this was a great call, and it was interesting because there are a lot of things that happen in there, and there's a lot of things that kind of build upon itself. You have Native American land, you have protected federal land, you have an area that's known for notorious mob things. Now,
Yeah.
the question I have when we talk about this stuff, though, is why are these like places not only they attract like these like different haunting scenarios and monster scenarios, why do they also attract like nefarious crime scenarios?
I have no clue. Maybe it's because things can happen there and you not get caught. You know, I don't know.
I mean, like this is clearly a great place to dump a body.
Yeah.
You know, and if you look back and you look at the records, like they find stuff there all the time.
Yeah.
So like, what is it that like brings this shady area, the shady element into it?
Because it's like the old saying, be wary of a man who has a pig farm. You can chop something up or just throw something out there and it's going to destroy the evidence and there's going to be nothing. It's the perfect crime.
Yeah. I don't think that phrase made its way up north, you know? So
Yeah.
this is good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
apparently I learned this from the movie Snatch.
okay.
Have you ever seen that?
At some point in time, I feel like maybe, but go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. So Bricktop in this movie says that a pig can devour a 200-pound man, bone and all, in 8 minutes. Yeah. There you go. You learned something.
Listen, I learned that I don't need to go on a diet, you know, because there's a
Yeah.
chance of them finding me that
Yeah.
way. That's what it is.
That's
you know?
right.
But no, it is interesting that we have something where we have what they definitely had an encounter
With something.
with something,
Yeah.
let alone at the very least the voices, right?
Multiple things.
Yeah.
I mean, this could have been a real man. This could have been a ghost.
I'm going to go on the record and say this wasn't a real man. This was,
Yes.
this,
This is a ghost.
he's got a
Yeah.
lantern. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
this wasn't a real man,
Yeah.
you know?
What are you boys doing out here?
Yeah. You ins out here by yourself.
Yeah.
Like that's,
Be careful. There's some strange things out here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And why is every like
Yeah.
ghost spirit Billy Bob Thornton?
Right.
You
I
got
like it.
matching tattoos with Angelina Jolie.
I like French fried taters.
Yeah, exactly. So no, this was a ghost man. And
Yeah, it was.
so they encounter this ghost man and then they see, you know, Swamp Thing pulling a body
Swamp
into the
Thing.
water. I mean, it makes sense to me.
Mystery solved.
100%.
Let's go get in our mystery machine
That's right.
and go get some food.
They would have gotten away with it too
Yeah.
if it wasn't for Paranormal Payphone.
That's right.
Now, if you've ever drug a body into the woods, possibly seen an old man with a lantern, call 615-431-9003. Let us know about it. Hit us up on our DMs, our socials, our Facebook page. I'm gonna be honest, our Facebook page, we just had to do a reset on. So she's looking a little sparse. You know, go in there,
light.
drop a little love. Follow our YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all the good stuff. And our website is up and running where you can get our Paranormal Payphone merch. So go check it out and help us support the show. And come in, drop a little knowledge on us.
That's right.
You know, not any murders,
No murders.
but a little knowledge.
So until next time, who you going to call?
It's Paranormal Payphone and not the police.
Yes.
Ba-da,